Hey everyone, this is your girl Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinion Vlog. So, Armon Wiggins and his ex-friend / associate, Milagro Gramz, are still going back and forth with each other on Spaces and also social media platforms. I feel like they be on Spaces on Twitter, IG, YouTube. You know, they subbing each other. They're responding back and forth to each other, and like I said, this debacle and this drama is continuing. Okay, I have seen multiple videos on what Milagro Gramz has said in response to Armon Wiggins, space audio, and I have seen a couple of videos of Armon Wiggins, what he said on his spaces in regards to Milagro Gramz, and also some other stuff he's in. You know, the whole TGIF, Fox Soul debacle, and Cardi B. So like I said, this situation is just very, very messy, okay? Milagro Gramz, basically, you know, it started with her because she took to her spaces, you know what I'm saying, social media, whether it was on IG, YouTube, and she basically addressed this situation where she said it was weird what Armon said in response to Cardi B, saying he sided with her, he understands her perspective, you know what I'm saying, because she paid these people a great amount of money, and you know the audio messed up while she was at a award ceremony, and he would feel some type of way if he was in Cardi B's shoes. Okay, he made like a IG post or a tweet in support to Cardi B, and it made Milagro Gramz feel some type of way. Okay, and then like I said, she took it to social media and she was venting to her followers and her fans about the situation, and this is how this stuff started to brew and boil over. And then it prompted Armon Wiggins to respond and was like, look, I said what I said and I meant what I said. It was no shade to you. I wasn't trying to side with Cardi B to get under your skin because both women don't like each other. It was just an honest opinion and an honest response. And he said ain't nobody gonna dictate his channel, tell him what to say and what to respond to and what to tweet. You know, he said what I do on my platform is what I do, and what you do on yours is what you do. I don't tell you what to do, and ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, basically. In so many words, you know what I'm saying? He did not like slick shade her. He did not, you know, make her feel no type of way. He was just very direct. You know, it was a general statement, and ever since then, you know, she took to her spaces and her social media posts. It was like, you know, how she failed, and she was just like, oh, I guess he sent her a message saying that, you know, you could have called me before you decided to take this to social media, and we could have talked this, you know, we could have hashed this out, we could have talked this out if you felt this kind of way. But when you took it to social media, you know, all, you know, bets and cards was off the table, and it prompted me to respond, you know, since you brought it to social media. So I respond to social media, and now, you know, both of them are not cool no more. I heard that Armon Wiggins unfollowed Milagro Gramz along with Stormy Rowe. I had heard Stormy Rowe kind of got involved in this situation because Milagro Gramz brought him up or was asking him a question as how he feel regarding what Armon Wiggins did to her, and I think Stormy Rowe wanted no part, so I believe he blocked the Milagro Gramz girl too, because he feel like she trying to bait me into they beef, and I ain't got nothing to say, got nothing to do with me. It didn't start with me, and I understand how Stormy Rowe feel. Like, don't ask me no questions, don't ask me no opinion to get my perspective, because then if I give you a response, then you're gonna take it to probably Armon Wiggins, and he's gonna think that I'm shading him, and I'm coming against him. So like I said, this has been brewing since this weekend. Now, one thing I did see is when the Milagro Gramz girl went over there to Armon Wiggins, the person that he hates the most, who trolls him on a daily basis, I'm not saying no name, you know, we all know who I'm talking about. When she basically called into this person's show, was over there for about almost an hour, and you know, they was going back and forth talking about Armon and stuff, and that person was eating it up because he's very obsessed with Armon. And you know, she took some calls from the followers and the fans that was in the chat and stuff, and I was looking at this and I said, oh God, this is messy. Now see, this is adding more insult to injury by going to a person that your ex-friend hates the most, dislike, you know what I'm saying, and you go over there on this person. You kind of didn't like this person either, because I seen live some time ago where this person cursed her out, you know, and said some derogatory things and alluded to her and Tory Lanez having some type of sexual encounter. I seen that live stream, and they wasn't cool. But now all of a sudden, you know, this person turned a new leaf. You're reaching out to a person that you didn't like at the time, only because you don't fell out with your ex-friend and associates. And again, like I said, it brings me back to what I've always stated, is that these people are two-faced, fake, phony, and fugazi. Because the moment they fall out with you and the moment y'all have a disagreement, they always run to your ops, or a person that can't stand you, and they'll link up with them and they'll start associating themselves with a person that you don't like to kind of get back, to get back at you, to get under your skin. So I seen that this weekend. I said, you know what? I'm pretty sure Armon somewhere in the bushes looking like, oh no, she's messy, I can't do her. And I can see why he hit the unfollow button. Now, one thing Armon been saying regarding this whole Milagro Gramz situation, he's like, I don't want to argue with her. He's going to pay it. He have no energy. He just got finished arguing with the Ken Barbie. You know what I'm saying? He's dealing with the TGIF, Fox Soul cancellation. He's dealing with that backlash, people coming after him. So many people coming after Armon at one time. And he don't need a new profound beef with his ex-friend. So he said he's paying it. He's going to let it go. But he, like he said, he stand on what he said. He said that it's funny that she feels this kind of way, but she have did, commentary on me, and brought it to her channel, and she didn't kind of fact check with me or bring it to my attention before she spoke on me. And I didn't have a problem with it, and it wasn't a big deal. I didn't take it personal, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it seems as, what I get from this is that I feel like Milagro Gramz feel very hurt. She feels very hurt, I think, over something that's so petty, and I think it's very kind of immature. You're upset because he basically was in agreement to Cardi B. And since you don't like Cardi B, you feel some type of way. You feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? You feel like he slick shaded you when he did not. He didn't even mention your name. He just said that he agreed with Cardi B, and it kind of went over your head. You got super emotional about it, and you felt some type of way, and you felt embarrassed. But I feel like you added more fuel to the fire by talking about it and saying that, oh, you know what, like, this is shady, you know what I'm saying, this is weird activity and energy because you're supposed to be my friend. Like, how dare you side with somebody I don't like? Again, you know what I'm saying, this had nothing to do with you. Even though Cardi B did respond to you because you were shady and you did biased commentary on her, well, she have every right to respond to you. Okay, she gave you the response she was looking for. You know what I'm saying, you just didn't like that your friend kind of agreed with his on and off associate / friend, you know what I'm saying? And so it made you feel some type of way. You got over emotional in your feelings when you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're friends with somebody, they don't have to agree with everything that you say and do. Because just like I said, let's go back 3 weeks ago when you and Armon was, up early that morning. Y'all was talking about, Hennessy and Cardi B on Spaces, you know what I'm saying? You was eating it up, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no problem then. And then, Cardi B and her sister and Ken Barbie responded to whatever y'all said about her sister and whatever y'all had got going on. But Armon been siding with you for some months since he was at odds with Cardi B. Y'all was calm, cool, and collective. Y'all was buddy-buddy when he was an enemy at the time of Cardi B, or when he was doing biased commentary. When he was mad at her. You was eating up. You enjoyed it. Y'all was, linking up and stuff. Now that they had that phone call and they made up and they're in a good space with each other, and he just says that I disagree with her only on this situation, it gets under your skin because I guess Cardi B put you in your place and she came after you. And you feel like, how dare my friend basically side with her after she got finished cursing me out. So I just feel like it's really immature and petty when you look at it, and now you don't burn a friendship because like he said, you took it to social media. We could have hashed this out and we could have had a phone call. You could have called me and said you felt some type of way about what I said. But that wasn't had. You decided to take the initiative to go to your spaces in your social media and just air and vent how you feel about how Armon kind of like made you feel and made you look as being a friend. And then it went off, it went off from there. It created legs, and now here we are. And then, like I said, it didn't help that you intentionally went over there to Armon Ops, person that he greatly hate, and you did a call in, like a kind of like a little interview, and you kind of, pussy pop, and you did backflips, did gymnastics, because you don't even kind of like this person. This person cursed you out for filth, some time ago, and this person, calls you out as too and troll you. But then how dare you turn a new leaf and you forget and forgive and go on this person's channel and do a call in and to take digs at now your ex-friend. And you know what I'm saying? It's messy. And you see, Armon didn't do you how you did him. But I see people haven't brought that up, but I'm bringing it up because, like I said, I'm on the outside looking in. I observe and I analyze. Okay? And then you also, you keep going to spaces and you keep on talking about, and now you're saying that basically you help Armon get clicks and views regarding this Tory Lanez situation. That he asked you, for an interview on his channel, and he reached out to you to get information and connects as to how to do the Tory Lanez trial because of you. So now you're kind of trying to downplay this situation and saying that you helped Armon with his views and saying that y'all interview was the second highest, video on his channel, which is petty. Again, why are we bringing up numbers? Why are we analyzing what video is getting watched most, or what video that's trending? That is petty. You know what I'm saying? So now I feel like, you're trying to like take little digs and you're trying to be condescending. You know what I'm saying, with this situation. If you don't like him and he ain't your friend, why don't you just move on? If you said you ain't got no beef, you're not going to talk about him as commentary. But this happened like, last Friday? Now it's Thursday and you're still on Spaces, you still online talking about how this person made you feel, how they did you, how they crossed you. Now you saying Armon used you for clicks and views, and now you saying that you kind of helped him with his clicks and views. You see what I'm saying? Like, you being very messy, and I know you overly emotional. You're a woman. You have a right to feel the way you feel. But I have seen Armon on his Spaces, which have been deleted. I've been seeing videos that has been copied and uploaded where he's kind of saying he's going to pay. He don't want to argue with you. He don't want to beef with you. You know what I'm saying? Cool, you feel the way you feel. Y'all ain't friends. He's just letting it go. But, you're definitely adding more fuel to the fire by now comparing the man numbers. You're saying, his views ain't there. And now you're saying that, he is tone deaf. He's not sensitive to your needs because, there was a hurricane that happened, over there in Houston and Dallas. I didn't know. Up until a couple of days ago, there was a hurricane that was over there in Houston and knocked out the power and stuff like that. So she was just saying that if he was a true friend, even though he follow you this weekend and y'all ain't cool, he should have reached out and called you, knowing the situation with the hurricane. You may not have power or no form of communication. He should have reached out. But now you're saying he's tone deaf, he's insensitive, to you. He's not a good friend. And now you're kind of saying he's using you. You see what I'm saying? So now this don't stand from him not being a good friend, him not taking your side, so now you're kind of nitpicking the situation. And now you also bringing up the fact that, Armon Wiggins is a colorist when it comes down to black women, and you brought up something about, him doing commentary in regards to downing and demeaning black women. So this is what, like I said, this is how you know when a person really ain't for you and your friend, because the moment they fall out, now they start to side with the ops, and now all the things that were being said about you, they're going to rehash. And they're going to revisit that situation and they're going to add on to it. But it wasn't no problem that he was a colorist when y'all was cool and y'all was friends. But now he's this, that. Now he's, he's not a good friend. He's tone deaf. He's insensitive. He's a user now. He used you. So, this is what I'm saying. Like, but at the same time, you went over there to when his ops had called in. So, like I said, real petty, overly grown woman and a man, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're reaching, and you definitely want a response from Armon. And he's trying to, how he say his word, pay it. He's trying to ignore you because he don't want to take it there, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to end well. And I'm pretty sure Armon's going to drag you for fifth if you keep on pissing him off and keep on poking the bear, because I feel like that's what it's going to lead to. He's not really honestly dragging you. He said he don't really, watch your Spaces like that ever since he's unfollowed you. So he's getting secondhand information from social media, like people myself. You know what I'm saying? He's not really looking at your videos. But now you're saying that he basically talked about a old situation with you and Raleigh when y'all kind of, had y'all falling out, and he didn't clarify with you. He didn't call you. So now it's tick for tack. Very petty. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, if you feel like a person is fake, phony, and they flipped on you because of Cardi B, and now you also saying that, basically alluding to that Armon might have recorded y'all phone calls, because if he did it to Cardi B or had, other people, other parties listening to a phone call, he might have done this to you. But again, it was no problem, it was no issue when y'all was friends. So again, you see how these people operate. I keep telling y'all, a lot of people have fake alliances, and they, get along and go along for a common reason, because they have a common enemy or whatever purpose that they got to use from that person. Whatever, association that they got with that person for whatever reason. So I've seen this happen so many times. This is not the first time that Armon and the Milagro Gramz girl have fallen out. They have fallen out in the past over stupid petty reasons just like this. Again, if you see a person, a wishy-washy friend, and the friendship is not stable, and you see this person is going to flip at a drop of a dime or a quarter, then like I said, you need to disassociate yourself with that person and keep it moving. Why keep on rebuilding a broken friendship over and over again if you don't trust this person, or you feel like this person two-faced, or they a social climber, which meaning, you know, wherever the hype goes is where the wind blows, and that's the direction they go in. If you get what I'm saying, if you feel like this person is that way, then like I said, you need to not be friends or associates. You stay on your platform, he stay on his platform. But it seemed like you're trying to do damage control, and it seemed like you're trying to reflect on Armon Wiggins because you were very hurt by whatever fake alliance friendships that y'all had. Because I'm gonna call it how I see it. When they became acquainted and cool the second time around and stuff, I knew it was disingenuous, and that's just my opinion. Okay, and then she was saying that, you know, people kind of got in his ear. She seen comments where people didn't like them to be together, take pictures. They didn't like him with her doing the Tory Lanez trial. I could personally say I didn't like it because I see how, you know, Lil Mama was moving and the things that she was saying about another black woman, which she was not even there. She wasn't present during this whole incident, but, you know, she was sitting up doing some, you know, HELL bias commentary because the great dislike she had for Meg. And it was very interesting and telling as to why she was going so hard to come down on Megan Thee Stallion. And then the verdict was in her favor and he was found guilty. I was very disgusted with a lot of the commentary, and to see Armon, even though they were friends and he was, you know, friends, and he was doing commentaries, commentary based on his perception and point of view. They had two different, you know what I'm saying, breakdowns of the trial, but it's the fact that he was associated with that, and, you know, a lot of people did come after him about that. But again, he still remained friends and cool with her, even, you know, when the naysayers told him to kind of like get away from her. However, so now she's bringing all this stuff up. But again, like I said, you know, you keep on saying you're done with this and y'all not friends, and, you know, you don't want no phone call now. It's too late. It's over. Let it be done and over. Why are you still keep on beating the whole, you know, dead horse across the head if you're done with this person? You know what I'm saying? You keep on doing spaces and little videos about this because I think you're looking for a response. Honestly, you are. You're looking for a response from Armon. You want him to go off on you so you can say, oh my God, he's coming after a black woman. You know, you played that little, you know, scenario, that game with Cardi B recently, and the colorist never came up. You brought that up because for whatever reason. But like I said, you know, I be on the outside and I see the play. I see the games and stuff. Again, like I said, Armon has always been for himself. If you don't know by now, then you would never know. You know, obviously, like I said, you don't know the person that you're associates and friends with. Armon is going to always, you know, pick himself and be for himself at the end of the day. If it ain't benefiting him, like I say, hey, he's going to keep it moving. So if you feel like he switched up on you because of Cardi B, okay, so if you feel like he's always been this way, why be friends with this person? Because Armon have never changed. Armon have always showed his stripe and his colors. I guess you thought you was going to change him. I guess you thought y'all friendship was different. However, but that's all I got to say, y'all, and I will catch y'all later.